ask that you not give me any information in advance. Just say yes or no if it resonates with people. So all I can tell you is what they're telling me, and then you have to decide if it makes sense to you.
Okay.
All right. So who would you like to talk to? First name only and relationship.
My son.
Tried to tell you he was okay. He was with family and friends. He is hanging out with some friends that he knew from high school. Was he in high school?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Some friends from high school? Okay, I'm hearing the number 74. I don't know what that means.
I don't know right offhand.
Okay. Do you have anybody that passed when they were 74?
I'm not sure how old my grandparents were.
How old are you?
Fixing to be 54 next week.
54? Let's see. He says, no, that's not it. 74. What's he talking about?
I don't know.
Let me ask my guides.
Oh, wait. Today is my aunt's birthday. She turned 74 today. She's in heaven.
Oh, okay. That must be her then. Hold on.
My mom's sister, yes. We just did a happy birthday to her on Facebook.
Okay.
She turned 74 today.
Wow. That's amazing.
Oh, wow.
He's laughing. He's smiling. He's saying, you got it finally.
Wow.
Did she leave before him?
Oh, yes.
Because he says she took his hand when he got there. She was someone who knew her way around, he says.
Yes,
And she helped him because he didn't know what was going on. He had left suddenly.
Yes.
And so he was kind of in shock still about what was going on. She comforted him, for he was alone and feeling sad and lonely and wanted to go home. He said he missed his mother.
We're very close.
He shared a secret with you. This was something he had not told anybody else. Do you know what it is?
A couple secrets with me. I'm not sure which one he's talking about.
I hear the words virginity.
Yes. He told me he was a virgin.
Okay.
Oh, wow. And I think
He wants to make you understand that he's around, he's hanging around you, talking to you. You just have to,
I just never
you just have to
feel
open
no
your,
mind.
yeah, you just have to be able to hear him. Soap opera, he said. I don't know what that means.
Probably our crazy family is a soap opera.
Yeah, he's saying your life is a soap opera.
Yes.
Might have to take a break from that, he says, if you want to listen to him.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Tried to help you find, hold on, a way to talk to him. He was trying to help you find a way to talk to him. So I guess this is his way.
Yes.
Supercharged, he says, supercharged. This is supercharged, he says. He's referring to this way of communication. It's supercharged.
Aww.
Like you to understand, he says, that it's not easy to do this. You have to locate somebody who can communicate. And therefore, he had to search for a while before he was able to figure out how to get you connected. So he essentially got you to connect with me somehow.
I believe. Tell him I love him.
Okay, well, he can hear you.
I love him and miss him so much.
Let's see. He's breathing a sigh of relief to finally be able to convince you and talk to you that he's still here. I don't know if you've known that before so clearly, but he's telling you, I'm here. I want you to know that I hear everything you say. I was there. Did you bury him?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if you buried him or whatever, but he's saying he was there when you buried him.
Yes.
I was right there, he said, right beside you.
Oh.
Uh, he was sparing you some suffering, for you did not know exactly what happened. He didn't want to tell you, for he thought that that would be very hurtful to you. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, he did. He told me one time when he was having the chest pains, I took him to the hospital, they couldn't find nothing wrong. And then I find out from his friend that he's still having them and he didn't tell me.
Wow.
He didn't tell me.
Wow. Very tingly now, so he's glad you got that connection.
Yeah. I always wondered why he didn't tell me.
Hold on. He stole something, but I don't think it's like a real thing. I think it's more like stolen moments. Let me see. As stolen moments of time. Hold on. He could not explain to you, for then you would think that there was something wrong with him, and you would try to control him. And he didn't want to be. He was afraid that you would get worried, and
That's very true.
start controlling where and what he did.
Yes, I would have made him quit track.
So those were his stolen moments that he was able to continue doing things like that. Hold on. Spread eagled, I hear. Was that him at the time?
The name of his school, the football and track team, they're called the Eagles.
What is it?
Blue Jays, I mean, they're called the Blue Jays. Would that be what he's trying to say?
No. I'm seeing someone spread eagled on the ground.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Laying on the ground with their arms out. Did anything like that happen to him?
He was on his bedroom floor, but he was more like in a ball. Well, halfway in a ball and halfway not.
He says this was before you found him. Did you find him?
Yes, ma'am.
He says before you found him, he must have been, something happened. He was spread eagled. Could not have happened, he said, if it hadn't been for that. This was before you found him. He was outside with others, and they were not allowing him to participate, for they were worried about him. He had been complaining to them, and they were doing something, spread eagled. I don't know what.
I don't know what that would be.
Well, let's see. It's like they were jumping off something, onto something. I don't know.
Oh, maybe when they used to jump off their trampoline.
Well, that's just what I heard, trampoline. So maybe that's
Yeah,
it.
oh my God, they did everything in the trampoline.
Okay. Does he have older brothers and sisters?
Yes.
So I see older siblings. This is when he's little, though. So I'm looking at, he looks about 3 or 4.
Oh.
Stayed home with him. You stayed home with him?
I worked nights and his daddy worked days, so we didn't have to pay a babysitter or trust anybody. We didn't trust anyone with them.
So you were home with him during the day?
Yep.
You made sure he was looked after. He says, I was always the mama's boy,
Yep.
and the others thought that you were playing favorites and they would get pissed.
Yes.
And I told them tough.
Yep.
If you
Love
were as
him. Oh
if
my
you were
God.
as good as me, she'd like you best too.
Oh my God.
Um,
That sounds just like him.
we lived in a house. Did you live in a house that was in kind of a country setting?
Yep.
And there was lots of room to play. I got
Yep.
into all kinds of things, for we were not uh, so very confined. We were
Right.
able to play in the, looks like in the woods, in the trees, in the grass. Does that make
Yep.
sense?
Yes.
I was generally pretty well taken care of, however, so I didn't really get into that much trouble. I thought that I was kind of babied
Yes,
and
he was.
kind of
I mean,
treated like I was a little bit, what's the word? I was treated like I was half-witted, I thought, because I was so controlled. She would not let me do anything on my own.
kind
I
of true.
had to escape, which I did a couple of times, and then somebody would come running after me. This was probably when he was little. Um,
Yeah.
my mom would never allow any of us to be alone with a babysitter.
Nope.
Wow.
I was scared.
Never ever? Wow.
Maybe a couple of times, but it was their uncle that watched them.
Wow. She
I
was so
was,
afraid something would happen to us. She was like super vigilant. This
yes.
was, however, uh, traumatizing to some of us, for we could not understand what she was afraid of.
I was afraid of my past.
We did not
Something
have,
happened.
yeah, he's saying we did not have that experience, so we did not understand what was driving her fears.
Right.
This was because she never talked about it.
No, I just started talking about it.
She wanted to pretend everything was cool and everything was good, because if she opened that doorway, all the demons would come out. And then she
Yep.
would have to deal with them, and she didn't want to deal with them.
Yep.
My mom told me that when she was little, there were some mean people that hurt her, and she didn't want that to happen to me.
Yep. Yes.
I told her that I would beat them up,
Yeah.
and
That would be him. That would be him. Yeah.
she said, no, honey, that can't do that.
Is he happy?
He loves it. Hold on.
I'm trying so hard to believe there's a heaven. I'm studying. I don't know. I'm confused.
You're trying to believe there's a heaven?
Yeah. Trying to believe it. And that it's like every book says.
He says that you are the only one still in such a fog, that all those around you have already caved and understand. We are all
Yes.
here, he says, we're all here with you, and yet you are the one that's holding out because you're afraid. You're afraid that if there's a heaven, there must be a hell. And if there's a heaven and a hell, then you're afraid of which way you're going.
Could be.
You are fighting many fears and much
Yes.
unhappiness that you have allowed to cloud your judgment. This means that you are being controlled by your past and not allowing for the evidence uh, to be assimilated. You now should understand that I am here talking to you. If you don't understand this, you're
Okay.
This is what he's saying. If you don't understand it, then I don't know what to say. So I don't know how hard I have to spell it out. I am well. We are all well. You needn't worry about us. So he's apparently there with other people you know. You needn't worry about us, for we are fine. I have told you that I was going to heaven. I told you that a long time ago. And you said, we'll see. And now I'm here, and I'm telling you it does exist, and there's only this very thin barrier that separates you from me. I can see you, I'm aware of you anyway, but you're not aware of me.
Yes.
What will it take, he asked, for you to let down your defenses and open up to the truth?
Trying so hard. I don't know how.
Well, you can begin by talking about it, he says. You must talk about it. And therefore, you need to find those who understand and can help you see through the fog and like a mirage, the miasma of these troubled emotions. So it's emotional, troubled emotions that are holding you captive. Will you please promise me that you will try to work on this, because I want you to be happy, and until you can be totally assured that I am well, uh, you cannot find happiness.
Yes, I know.
My mother is taking little steps toward her goal, which is freedom from her past. I am proud of her, and I am here cheering her on. Share my love with all those that are left behind, for I know that they think about me as well, and they are concerned whether I am well or not. You may tell them that I am well, that I am happy, that I am here for them, that they can talk to me, and I will talk back. They just need to listen in order to hear me. I am the one who did not believe. However, I believe now. Let's see. He was mostly aware that he would pass in his sleep. However, he fell down when he was getting up. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
He wanted to leave, and then he was falling. What happened to him?
He had a heart attack, they said. He had a heart condition.
But he
We
was
didn't
trying
know
to get
about it.
up and then fell, or what?
I guess I don't know. This was between, he went to bed at 12:30 at night. I went to wake him up for school at 6:30 and he was dead on the floor. So I don't know what time.
Do you know, did they even know how long he'd been dead or passed?
I have not opened the autopsy report yet.
Okay.
I just haven't been able to do that yet. I just know when he passed out, they told me that much.
Okay.
But I have never read, like I said, I've not even opened it, the envelope yet.
Okay, so apparently he knew it was coming. He wanted to go in his sleep. They must have been talking to him in his sleep. And then he got up and something caused him, probably woke up, felt something, and let me see what he says. I shouldn't speculate. Let me just see what he says. I did not know that this was going to happen. However, when I fell asleep, I heard them talking about it and talking to me. They were telling me what to do, so that I knew that something was going to happen. And then when I could not breathe, I woke up suddenly and found myself in the midst of, it looks like a distress. And so I tried to get up, and that's when I fell.
Okay.
You were not there, he says. You were asleep.
Yes.
He told you when he went to bed that he loved you.
Yes, he did.
Wow, lucky you.
Yeah, he did.
He remembers that, he says, and he now blows you a kiss.
Oh,
It
love
was,
you too, baby.
it was, it was good, he said. Good that he told you that before he left.